Stephen, can you tell them about when we were making that movie, the
Right.
first time I met you, and
Yeah, well,
you
yeah,
were
I'll
taking?
tell that, and then you can jump in. So what
Okay,
happened was, I go back to the East Coast, and I'm now in Michigan. I traveled around a lot because everywhere I went, I had surveillance. So I'm in Michigan, and a friend and I get a request from someone who wants to do the movie, The Legend of J.C. Brown. They saw, me on George Norrie and other places, and so we contracted to get a film crew together to film the movie about my story. So while we were out there, we just got to the property of the Cave Springs Resort, and I hadn't met the film crew yet. I got picked up in Sacramento and driven directly to Dunsmuir overnight. So I'm sitting by the pool, and at 12 noon, my film crew was supposed to meet me at a picnic table. So I could see the film crew waiting to meet me. Now they hadn't met me yet, and all of a sudden, I've got the sheriff of Dunsmuir and his assistant coming over by the pool where I'm sitting and asking me, "Am I Stephen Sindoni?" I says, "Could be, might be. What do you want him for?" "Well, are you him or not?" I says, "Well, I might be. It depends. Right now, I'm his authorized representative. Tell me what you want with him." They said, "Well, we heard him on Coast to Coast saying he was going to go on private property, whatever. And well, if he does go on, or you go on the property, we're going to arrest you." So the other officer says to me, "Can I see your ID?" I said, "Well, my ID's back in my cabin." He goes, "Can you go get it?" I said, "No, you don't have probable cause enough to get it." He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, I'm on private property. Number one, I'm paying a bill for 10 people here to stay here with my film crew." I said, "You have no right to do this. Now, when I step off this property where I'm in the city of Dunsmuir, you have every right to talk to me with probable cause." I says, "I will tell Louis Dewey, who owns this uh, Cave Springs Motel, that if I'm taking off this facility, I'm taking the 10 people off, his property, and he'll have no revenue because of you." So he turned around and he says, "Well, we just want you to let you know the St. Germain Foundation is going to be locking you up, arresting you for going on the property." I said, "Well, did you not hear that I had permission to go on there the first time?" I said, "You must have missed that part of the interview." I said, "Are we done?" So he walked away. Now, while this was all going on, Jen, my film guy who hadn't met me yet just took out the camera. He starts rolling. He filmed the whole thing. So now I walk over to the bench and meet my film crew. That's how I met them. But on the following day, we were filming there in Hedge Creek Falls, and while we're filming there is where I had the pleasure of meeting you and becoming friends with you at that point. And when I did, there on that Hedge Creek Falls area there, I had U.S. Forest Service and probably FBI agents looking to arrest me on that day. So it was kind of interesting that day as well.
yeah, I saw the FBI agents coming down the steps toward the waterfall because I'll never forget that day. I'm walking down the steps, and you turned to me and say, "What are you doing here?" "Oh, let me see. You're the Lemurian." And I went, "Yeah," because I had told Stephen I was Lemurian of origin, and he said, "Yeah." And he was pointing out Lemurian symbols on the cave out there, and then we knew he was in kind of a trouble, so we left. And as we were going up the stairs, FBI agents were coming down, so I didn't stick around to see what was going on, but I could tell you he definitely followed that whole weekend.